Hello, welcome to the Film God Zack Snyder #1, my new channel that's dedicated to the Snyderverse. Today we break down Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. They hate his version gets as unwarranted. And I think Jesse shouldn't focus on the lame haters of his Lex Luthor's. Real adult DC fans understand lore and origins of these characters. Quite frankly, if you don't understand Lex plot to manipulate everyone in the movie, then you're going to have to use your brain and think, not just sit back and wait for a laugh as Superman and Lex Luthor evolved with the times. It's equally up for debate how accurate one portrayal or another can be. DC Comics characters are also not immune to controversial casting choices, either. After all, despite now being beloved, Michael Keaton's Batman earned angry reactions from fans. While I understood the controversy around Man of Steel, I enjoyed that take on the Superman story. Still, upon hearing the news that Jesse Eisenberg had been cast as Lex Luthor for Zack Snyder's follow-up, I was unconvinced to say the least. With 3 new Lex Luthor actors in live action since, however, I realized that Eisenberg's take honored all aspects of the character despite the unconventional performance choices. The character of Lex Luthor has changed drastically from the golden to modern ages of comic books. Originally known only as Luthor, the bald-headed baddie was a typical mad scientist type who frequently died after facing off with Superman in the Golden Age. The Silver Age gave Lex his first name and a new history, with time spent in Smallville as a fan of Superboy. It wasn't until John Byrne's Man of Steel reboot after 1985's Crisis on Infinite Earths that Lex Luthor, as a corporate tycoon, became the definitive characterization. As a child of the 1980s myself, I'm biased, but I think Byrne's reimagining is the best update Lex Luthor received. While shades of his scientific background were later reintroduced, Luthor, as an unrepentant capitalist with nothing remarkable in his character, is brilliant. He is diametrically opposed to Superman, who is remarkable in every way, yet chooses to freely serve and help with no benefit to himself. It wasn't until Eisenberg's casting that this version of Luthor truly came to live action. Of course, one need not look to comics in the 1980s for villainous characters steeped in Reagan-era capitalist philosophy. After 30 years of Gordon Gekko-type characters in film and television, a straightforward adaptation of Byrne's Luthor in Snyder's film would have been trite. Rather, casting Eisenberg as a zany tech bro strikes me as an authentic evolution of that archetype. Even better, as the film shows, this version of Luthor was the kind of villain that people entrenched in institutional power structures would underestimate and overlook. I've never said this before, and it's kind of embarrassing to admit, but I genuinely think it actually hurt my career in a real way, because I was poorly received in something so public. Jesse Eisenberg in an interview. Eisenberg's Lex was clearly meant to. I find myself echoing Thanos in Avengers Endgame and wondering if we didn't all